sorry a little bit that I was yesterday pounded on you, but sometimes I have to do it in order to bring out an awareness that it will not be too late. So you have to excuse me and you have to forgive me, but sometimes I have to do it. That's my job. And usually I don't like to pound, but what can I do?
Rob, you're easy on us. You have such pearls of wisdom, and it's important that everybody understands the true meaning of what you teach us. Seriously.
In our age, we understand it, but the younger age, they have to learn.
It's good to get older to understand.
Yes, I agree. I agree. Okay, so tonight we're going to talk about peace. To say what's wrong, we know already what's wrong. Now, how to bring peace to the house, that's the main thing. So I want to bring out something that we're not accustomed to, but it's a very nice approach. I think that we have to adopt it ASAP. And I'll give you a scenario. Yehuda is 9 years old. He did everything. He did everything to bring upon himself that nobody will love him. He was the cause. He was mamash a trouble maker from A to Z. Example, when the brothers were inside the game, playing a game, let's say a Monopoly game. He came in 1 second, he threw everything off. And you can imagine what went on already, yes? All the siblings were very upset at him. The mother, she took the course and she was doing her best not to interfere, just to be the mediator. But she got already frustrated. The child continuing to do so. It came to be so bad. Every time Ima came home, she took a deep breath. Who knows what's waiting for me today? One day, the sister came back from the nursery with a project. She painted something and she got a good mark on that. And everybody was looking at the picture. All of a sudden, who coming? Yehuda. He grabs it from her hand and he makes an airplane out of it and he threw it on the wall. She started to cry. The older ones, they got very upset with them and said, are you out of your mind? And when Ima was there, Yudah says, now listen to this. You see? You see? Everybody hating me. Nobody loves me in this house. Ima took Yudah. She hugged him and she looked at him with love. It was the first time that that Ima related to his screams that he is in trouble. Finally, Ima understood that he is doing it because he has a reason behind it. Now, to all the parents over here, a child that likes to annoy everybody, in most of the cases, he wants attention. And we spoke about it once. He doesn't know how to ask it in a positive way. Or even he by himself, he convinced that he don't deserve love because of his actions. We know that to love a child that when he is making everybody angry and he is angry and he has a lot inside, it's very hard all of a sudden to like the child. But now hear me out. Davka, when the child is annoying, this is the time that he needs all the love and the support in the world. Usually, what do?
We yell at them.
respond back by reprimanding them.
We get annoyed at the child. We tell him
Yeah.
to stop. The opposite of what we're supposed to do. Right.
You see? Very good answers. Now in his life, he's in trouble. He's emotional now. Because he is expecting what? Punishment, rejection, or criticism. He's waiting for this. He knows it's coming. But if we do the opposite, all of a sudden it's a change. The child is violent. If you see fights that gets into violence, you have to understand that the root of the problem is the child is lonely and he is degrading himself very much. He thinks very low about himself. So we as parents to come and to add more into the fire. What happened to us? We get drugs. We dragged into behavior to react chick-chack. So now he's more humiliated. And he will continue to hurt everybody. But if you're going to give him love, he will come down. And after a while, when he will earn, when he'll feel secure enough that his parents loving him behemet, he will not hurt anybody anymore. Did you understood? Do you understand what I said?
Yeah, Harav, yes. I think also when children act like that, parents take it as a personal attack. They put themselves into it, I think, like the child is annoying them and they already had a hard day, something like that. You know, they don't look at it from the point of the child. They look at it as their own, you know, like, I already have problems, you know, I had a bad day at work and now this child is annoying me. Like the child's doing it on purpose. Why doesn't he behave like his brothers?
Yeah. Now, let me ask the parents over here, the wives, when you are in a bad mood today, for all kinds of reasons, or you feel bad about yourself, the way that you look, you gain weight, and okay, the whole 9 yards. What are you expecting from your husband? To scream at you? To punish you?
You want empathy, you want attention, you want somebody to be nice to you. You know, you made a beautiful dinner, you're so wonderful, you look great. You want compliments. You want extra padding. You had a bad day. Extra, you want extra love.
Very good list. Very good list. I'll
Not
buy the
finished.
list. I'll buy the list. I'll buy it. Somebody have to make you feel good. So you'll come down to come and to criticize me. You feel even more humiliated. So the child, whom does he have in his life? Only his parents he has. And he feels bad about himself. What is our job? To punish him? To yell at him? To criticize him? What are we trying to do? The child needs help. We spoke about it once. I want to come back to it again. When you're giving something to someone, he has a quality there. Example, if your wife will nudge you for a month, don't forget to buy me a gift, it's my birthday, and then you come with a gift. Is the gift have any value to it? You've been told. But if it's coming from yourself, it has value to it. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes.
Don't wait until the child will take love from you by force. Love you give, love you don't take. Our kids have to make us, right? They coming to take love out of us by force. It means that we don't know how to give, so they're coming to take. You don't know how to give me a gift for anniversary, so I will take it. I will come like a woodpecker, tack, 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 until you buy me the gift. But there's no value to it. Love you don't take. Love you don't take. Love you receive. Love you give, you don't take.
Why, excuse me, why is it that sometimes an adult will still do, like you said, peck, 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 over and over and over? Is it because when they were a child, it was acceptable?
They
Maybe.
think that's how we going to achieve what we want. To be a nudnik.
Interesting, because this is an adult person I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
So you need to help the adult person too?
What?
You need to help the adult child too, if they're nagging to you and want something?
If it came,
No, you,
if it came to this point already, we already
Pass
behind. We behind.
behind. So it's not, yeah. Up to a certain point, you need to,
We have to be the first one.
up
Meaning,
to certain age, up to certain point.
we have to be the first one to give, not to wait until they will ask it.
Right, but.
Hear
Yes,
me out and you will understand where all the problems are coming from.
okay.
Hug the child. Sit down with him. Simply be with him. Don't wait for him to say, Mommy, can you play with me? No good. You come and say, do you want Mommy to play with you? I want to play with you. Most of the time, the kids asking us, yes or no? You decided not to talk to me.
Yes, Rav.
Yes.
Mazal tov. Are you here? You know, in a way, it's not that pleasant to talk only to the screen, but at least I have ears, you know, I have to hear that you're existing, you know. So if I'm asking a question, maybe someone will give me an answer. Most of the time, the kids asking us or we asking them?
Kids asking us,
ask us.
Rabbi.
So they have to take our love by force. How does a wife feel that she's saying to the husband, maybe you can show me some love. Maybe you can do this for me. How do you feel?
You don't want to be married to somebody like that. That's how I would feel. No, really, that's why you get married. That's why you get married and you have family. You want everybody, you want to create a loving environment. It's
By
the goal of
By giving. You be
giving.
the first one to give, not to wait until someone will inform you that they need it. Now, people will ask me, what is a troublemaker? And I'll give them love. It means I am giving him encouragement to continue. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. When we have expressions of love, it doesn't mean that I agree with what you're doing, but I still love you. We came to a point, if I don't agree with you, I don't love you. That's not correct. That's good for the movies. Not in life. When we hug the child, even after he did such a terrible thing, and we show him love and we hug him and we kiss him, it shows that we sympathize with his feelings and you know that you're feeling bad about yourself, but it doesn't mean that we agree with what you're doing. And sometimes what happened? The child feels so low, even when you try to hug him and to kiss him, he said, leave me alone. I don't want you. Don't touch me. Because he doesn't believe that he deserves it and he feels it's fake what you're doing now. That's how bad he is. He feels. You continue doing what you're doing. Time after time. To smile at him, to try to hug him, not to scream at him. Slowly, the mechitzot, meaning the walls will come down. There is no anger that I know that if you pour love on the person, you can melt the person in no time. Agree to it? Are we agree?
Yes.
Yes.
You can be angry, but if somebody comes, don't worry. He pour love on you, you're gonna melt. That's it. It's a fact. And it's hard to believe that your child is not belong to this fact. So now, let's go to the Torah now. That's what we need. Is the Torah want us to be judges or to be peacemakers?
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker.
Peace.
It's a halacha to judge favorably. It's a halacha.
Manhattan is here, Queens is here, somebody have to come and make.
The bridge.
Peace, a bridge, yeah, connection.
This is our job.
Mhm.
Somebody is far away from Hashem. Our job is to make a bridge, to let them go over the side that he is in, and will bring him peacefully into the side. This is what Aaron HaKohen did. And this is our job. Tell me something, our kids don't have something that we can point out positively?
Plenty.
Everyone has something positive you can point out.
So why won't we go home and we say all the positive things about our kids? Your child, your boy, give him his ball that he got for his birthday. He wanted a ball. You're giving it to a sister to play. You saying in a loud voice to the sister, look how much your brother loves you. Ha. He gave in and he gave you his ball. You see how much he loves you? You see? What a brother you have. Let's say the kids playing together and you going to the kitchen and your mind, where is your mind now? Huh? When you go into the kitchen, where is your mind?
The mind is in the cooking.
Okay, very good. So now, the kids playing quietly among themselves. Don't continue. You stop. Forget the kitchen. You stop and you show happiness. You smile at them. And say, you're playing so nice, so beautiful to see it. Ah, such a tzaddikim. My children are tzaddikim. They're playing nice. And then you can go. They got the message. Ladies, back to you. What do you want from your husband? Don't you want appreciation from your husband?
They have to tell their husband how much they appreciate them.
We'll get to it. But usually you are the one who looking all the time for attention. Man, you give him a phone, he doesn't need no attention, no clue. Okay, so now let's say you bought something new and your husband is detector is not that good. How many times you doing a kafot around his husband? Huh? I think more than a Simchat Torah, that's for sure. Maybe he will notice, maybe he will notice. Imagine he will not notice. How would you feel? Ladies, wake up.
Rav, he will notice it on the statement. On
That's
the
too
bill.
late already. That's coming by the end of the month. Now, I'm talking about. You don't want to talk to me today, okay?
We would feel upset, Rav.
Ah,
We would feel upset
why?
because he's not paying attention. We're gonna feel less. We're gonna feel like as if we're not important.
Now let's go to the kids. They're playing nicely. Don't they want Ima to notice that?
Oh, yes.
Stop for a second. It takes you 20 seconds. Or if you more than that, you bend and you get on your knees, you kiss this one head, this one said, you such a tzaddikim, you're playing so nice. The kids, darkness, this is the Chazon Ish said it once. Once the Admor Misatmer came to Eretz Israel, and the first one he went to visit was the Chazon Ish. Two giants meeting. One is a Chassid, one is a Litvak, and the Satmar, they know how to fight. And he's saying to the Chazon Ish, why are you sitting quiet over here? You have to make, demonstrations and this balagan. The Chazon Ish told them, Rabbi Yoel, darkness you don't take away with sticks. One candle will take the darkness away. He said, instead of doing a demonstration, open yeshiva. The light will take the darkness out of here. And the Admor, he said, you taught me a lesson. And he opened yeshiva after yeshiva. One candle will take away most of the dark you can see. So if you get angry on the child, it will help you. Still in the dark. Criticizing will help you. Still in the dark. Musar shmuzin will help you. Still in the dark. Only be positive. Trust them. Express your trust in the child, to the child. If you're going to say again and again, stop fighting already. You're not allowed to hit. Maybe you can give in one time, huh? You're selfish. Until now you did it. Did it help you?
No.
Not only does not help, it lasts for many years in a negative. The repercussions can last a lifetime. The repercussions from the negativity
So
can
now
last.
what do we have to do? change the key. This key did not open the door. Okay, so that's the wrong key.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
good.
Mhm.
Now we're changing the key. Here we go. The message should be a positive one all the time. How wonderful is it to see you, that you're doing the work of peace. Look how much your brother care for you. It's so wonderful that you be mevater to your sister. So proud of you. Now, it doesn't take 2 weeks. As Rabbi Chaimov said, it didn't work. Hello, it takes years. It will take years until it will register, so the child will be positive. We want instant coffee.
Rav, we are still doing it with our children every day. Every day, still giving out every day.
Maybe one day it will register. But at least they don't hear any criticism. So now we're causing the children to believe in themselves, that they have the koach to live with peace. Now, when they will get married, they know they have koach to live with peace. We're teaching the child to look, if it's a woman, to look at the positive way of what your husband have. Don't come only with the negative, because that's usually what I hear all day long. Or the other side coming, my wife is like that. Like, she don't have anything positive. Why don't you tell me this? So now, all the religious people here that calling themselves religious, I want to bring out a point that if you're not good at this one, you have to understand that your religion is lacking a lot. Religion means doing Ratzon Shel Hashem. What Hashem wants from me, that's what I will do. That's called a person in Shamayim. Not what my neighbor says, my mother says, this say. What Hashem is saying. Zeu. Now, to give chinuch to the kids, where is it coming from? Who commanded us to give a chinuch?
Hashem.
Hashem said, teach it to your children. Teach it to your children.
So I am the messenger, right?
Yes.
Yes.
The parents are the messengers. They're not the bosses. They're the messengers.
That's right.
We're the servants of the chinuch.
So we cannot do what we want. We have to follow the rules. And what Hashem wants? Hashem wants peace? Yes or no? No, no.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
no.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hashem wants peace. Now, if I don't have peace in my house, do I do what Hashem wants?
No.
Oh,
No, you're not.
Not at all.
So my house became a camp of sinners. Everybody is a sinner because there is no peace. So something is wrong with the Torah. Why? The ways of Hashem is pleasant. V'chol netivotea, all the lanes, all the highways leading to one destination, which is Shalom. If the Torah don't bring peace, something is wrong. And I don't care who you are. So Hashem give us the kochot, Hashem give us the strength, the wisdom, the intelligence, and Hashem will say, why didn't you go to learn? Why your house was a balagan? What we gonna answer? What are the people outside? I'm not talking about you. You, Baruch Hashem, you're coming to listen. How about the other people that calling themselves religious and they have 5 tefillin, 4 tefillin, 50 times in the mikveh? Yeah? What are they gonna answer? If there is no peace, it's worthless. What's going to be the answer? I don't know. The main part of to be a parent is to make sure that to bring atmosphere of love into the house. If you don't know how, go to learn. Without emunah, to raise kids is going to be something very difficult. Almost impossible in nowadays. The fights, the anger, the confrontations. It's all look like a real problems. That we must find a way to get rid of them. But when you're reminding yourself that all this is for a tachlis, it's for a purpose, Hashem sent it to us because we have to bring this bunch of characters into peace. That's why Hashem gave me these children for. My job is to bring peace among everybody. So now it's a spiritual thing. It's a part of the Torah. People think somehow, I don't know why, that Shlom Bayit and Chinuch is only for the professional, nothing to do with the Torah. What? It belongs to us. This is the main part of the Torah. Hashem says, "Ve'asu li mishkan ve'shachanti betocham." Hashem says, "Make me a temple in your house, and I'll come." This is not a joke. This is not a joke. And one day Hashem will tell you, you threw me out from your house. Me? How can you threw me out from your house? Why? Because in the house that there is fights, I cannot be there. Because my name is Shalom. Hashem name is Shalom. So now, it's a long process how to give our kids the tools, the ability to know how to make peace, how to bring peace, how to achieve peace. Savlanut, patient. And to enjoy the family. Now, how many times we complain about our kids? One kid is very good, neat, put his stuff back into place. The other one, why? One shoe is there, one shoe is here. He doesn't know where is his homework. Such a balagan, and this brother is not able to cope with this one. He says, when are you going to learn how to be neat? Your comfort is, don't worry. Hashem send you these two characters. You have a job to do. To bring peace between those two characters. What do you think? Hashem making mistakes? Huh?
No, Rav.
No.
Never.
So each child is a treasure.
Even if he's not behaving, he's a treasure.
Tell me something. Why don't you say that Tfilin Shel Yad, why is not like the Rosh?
Oh,
Why this we're ready to accept? Because they don't talk. Are they different? Yes or no?
yes, they are different.
Yes.
Why this we're ready to accept? Meaning there is a reason and there is a purpose why Hashem gave to you two kids, the opposite of each one. Are you aware of it?
Question regarding this and the Alahai silent.
So is it to balance us, Rav?
He replied that he's certain that this Alahai has a solid source in the letter
Is it to teach us balance?
of sages. And
Is to
that
teach you how to manage with everybody and to bring them to peace.
promised that if he will,
iPhone, can you please mute?
he will find his
If you're going to be the servant of Hashem, the third partner, which is the main one, which is HaKadosh Baruch Hu, he will escort you along the way. Because you're doing what Hashem ordered you to do. Do you understand what I'm saying? So far, we're doing what we want to do. Not what Hashem wants us to do. We're reacting, we're screaming, we're yelling, we frustrated because we don't know this is from Hashem. When you gonna look the view about raising kids, when you're gonna view it as part of the Limud Torah, as part of the mission of your life, and Hashem wants something from me over here, so then there is a purpose over here. Everything has a purpose. How many times I told you in the classes of 1 o'clock, why they wind up in Connecticut, I wind up in Queens, the other ones wind up in Lakewood. What? By accident.
We chose it, no?
Ma,
Didn't we choose it, like to move from Israel to America, or
Hashem
it
chose it
wasn't
for
our
you.
choice?
Hashem chose us, Bella.
Hashem chose it for you. Okay.
Sorry.
Probably you have a purpose here. If you fulfill it or no, not my job. Okay, but my job is to find out what I'm doing here. Why Hashem gave me this wife? Why these parents? Why these brothers? Why I have only one sister and the other one have 4 of them?
All I know that I wouldn't think like this if I lived in Israel. Yeah. I would never put my kids in yeshiva. My kids would have gone to public school there.
For sure.
That I
Baruch
always
Hashem.
think about that. Why did I?
Alright.
What happened?
You see, Hashem sent you over here to put your kids in the yeshiva.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would never.
Otherwise, Hamana Litzelan.
Yeah.
Now, if I know that I'm doing what Hashem wants me to do with the tools that I have, I'm learning, I'm trying, I'm doing what Hashem wants, right? And everything is a mitzvah. Every move that you're doing with the kids is a mitzvah. The mitzvot is not only in the shul,
It's in everyday life, every hour of it.
every hour, every minute.
Yeah. The way we speak to people, the way we act, the things that we decide on. Right.
Okay, so let me tell you. Today, I see that we have close to 80 people, right? I assume that every phone is a couple, right? So every word that I'm saying is 80 words. Now, how many words I can say in 1 hour?
5,000.
5,000, okay?
Rob, until now, over 5,000. That's what my Word doc has.
More than 5,000, right? When I'll be done, I think we're gonna be at 10,000. So tonight we learn not 1 hour, 80,000 hours. That's how we calculate it. Time every hour by the people who are participating And that's it. When was the last time that you learned 80,000 hours?
In your mother's stomach, the malach.
Could you imagine what you can do if this is the way that you think to raise a child? It will not be a problem. Because if the child is, let's say, according to you, is a difficult one, so every food, everything that you does with him is time 100. You have to understand this is Avodat Hashem. Raising kids is Avodat Hashem. It will bring peace to your house. Your attitude will change. Your approach will change. You're going to see the negative as positive. I have a challenge. And this challenge will create me more mitzvot.
Rav, can I ask a question?
Yes.
So what does that mean that if I feel very overwhelmed and I feel like it's difficult for me with whatever I'm dealing with, that means that Hashem is giving it to me because he wants me to what? He wants to give me more barachot?
Yes. First of all, you have to know that you're capable. You know, I'm saying it to every parents that have a child that needs help. You have a degree, not from the college, the stupid. Hashem gave you a degree. You are a BA, you are MA, right? You have master degree from Hashem. The difficult children is sent to you. The non-difficult one is sent to your sister because a sister, she can be only a nurse. You are a surgeon. So what do you want to be, a nurse or a surgeon?
A surgeon.
A surgeon sometimes is being called in the middle of the night. Sometimes it's in emergency one. I know surgeons at all Kippur, Yom Kippur. He was fasting and he was in the surgery room from morning until evening.
Even if someone is already fulfilled a particular mitzvah,
the nurse was in shul. The surgeon was in the operating room. Can he say, why did I make myself a surgeon? Idiot, what I need it for? He's a surgeon. Saving life. Hashem give difficult kids, whoever can pick it up. You have to pat yourself on the back. We're living in the world of a sheker, so that's why I say your child is ADD and your child is ADHD and so on. And we go home. We're looking at them, these parents. They're master. They got master degree from Hashem. Big neshamot po. It's very hard to accept it. I know. Because we want everything easy.
And also, we don't have answers for all these questions that we have. We don't know.
That's why you go and educate yourself. I went educated myself. I wasn't born like this, Abotai. I'm reading and reading and reading and calling, answering, questioning, how, which, what, when. Yes.
But not everyone can be as smart as Rabbi Chaimov.
Ma, I
We
totally
As
disagree.
smart as you to
I
learn.
totally disagree. Everybody can be. Every Jew is a Jew as a koach. I took my koach and I utilize it. I know there are people over here, they're not utilizing what they have. That's the crisis.
You have a certain gift.
All of you have gifts, but
I
you don't
know,
know
but
that.
it might not be the same gift of teaching. That's one of your gifts,
Nobody is the same.
right?
Hashem don't make any doubles. I have my gifts, you have yours, he has his, everybody has his own gift, but we're all capable people. And Hashem give us children according to our ability. Sometimes I hear parents over here saying to me what kind of kids they have to teach a child how to eat and this. I'm looking at the lady. She don't know even how capable she is. I'm admiring them. She has a master degree from Hashem. Only you can deal with this child. Nobody else.
Rob, but today's world we live in looks at things differently. So that's what we feel differently. Because today, if you stay home and people know that you're a homemaker, they look at you as if like you're a loser. But if you tell them, oh, I have a degree, I have something, I'm somebody out there, then they look up to you with a little bit more kavod. They see you
I
as
have a joke for you. Nechama, it's you?
Yeah.
I have a joke for you. Once, the Rebbe Mibrisk had an argument with another Rav. They are arguing who is right, who is wrong. So the Brisker is saying, you know what? Let's go downstairs. We'll find a person and we'll present the case. If he is saying like you, I'm right. If he is saying like me, you're right. Did you get it?
No.
I knew it. One more time. One more time. He said, if the person on the street will say that I'm right, it means you're right. Because he is saying the opposite of the truth. So if he's saying like me, meaning my mind is like his mind, it cannot be, so you're right. If he says like you, okay, so you and him are pair, and I am the right one. Meaning he wanted to teach him that what the Torah thinks and what the street thinks is exactly the opposite. Get it through your skull, get it through your head. They don't know even what they're saying.
I mean, I understand, Rav. I don't look down on myself because I'm a stay-home mom. I'm just saying that, I mean, I
You're the
understand.
lucky one. You kids are the lucky one.
No, my kids are not complaining. They're very happy that I'm home because I wish to have a mom who would be home when I would come home and smell the smell of delicious fresh food, homemade food every single day.
Hashem is happy that you're home. Hashem is happy with you.
it is permissible for
You're
the
doing your job as Jewish, at the Ida Shemame. You're cooking for the kids, you're greeting them by the door, you argue with them. That's exactly what it needs.
So meaning that's my tikkun. If Hashem wanted me
Yeah,
there, he would put me out there.
absolutely.
So that means my tikkun is in my home. I need to work on my atmosphere, my house.
You have master degree from Kadosh Baruch Hu. Enjoy it while you can.
I'm very grateful, Baruch Hashem. I'm not out. I said one time to somebody, I'd rather deal with the craziness in my home than with the craziness outside.
Good. Very good. That's the way to think. Why? When you're working for a boss, can you call this, please? Can you make me a coffee? Please, this and that. I'll better work for my kids than the stranger.
That's right, because at least you'll see the benefit in the future from a boss. What you're gonna see?
There I'll get money that at the end I will spend. Over here I'm getting mitzvot taking with me to Olam Haba.
Right.
That's how you think.
So our problem is mainly of how we look at things.
Yeah, oh, very good, very good.
You see, the thing is, when I'm dealt with a challenge, I don't look at myself as I'm capable all with the time. Sometimes I have confidence in me, and sometimes there are days where I feel very overwhelmed and I feel like I'm not capable.
Take it from me. You're capable. Okay.
How do you know, Rob? I feel like it's so hard because back in the days, Hashem spoke to people. Today, Hashem doesn't speak to us for like verbally. He doesn't tell us what he wants from us. We have to go through challenges to figure it out.
That's
So it's
better.
much.
That's better. That's better.
Why is it better? It's suffering for the neshama.
Listen, you're dealing with 6 kids. I had chavrutot that they had kids. The least one had 13 kids. The badbacht one has 13 kids. I had a chavruta, Rabbi Alberstam. I can't forget. 19 kids here. 19. I was ashamed to say that I have 6 kids. I mamash was ashamed to say to him, what are you, incapable? Each one of them 10, 9, 12. No, Baruch Hashem.
I don't know how they do it, Rob. Honestly, I don't know. I go crazy.
I'll take you one to a tour, and you're gonna see.
Do they have nerves made out of metal?
No. They know it's Avodat Hashem. That's what Hashem wants for them. And so it's easy for them.
But aren't they also accustomed to it because this is the line they came from, this is the environment they grew up in, and it is kind of expected.
Accustomed, but after all, you know, it's to go 13, 14, 15 times to the hospital to give birth. It's not a picnic, right?
Yeah.
And not to sleep at night, you know, year after year after year after year. Well, what do you think? That's a picnic. If in Queens I say, okay, the minyan is half an hour earlier, less half an hour sleep. They don't sleep over there. We are spoiled, no? We want everything instant coffee, easy, no, fast. Avodat Hashem, you have to sweat. That's the real Avodat Hashem. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you so much, Rav.
Okay?
Thank you,
Rav.
Rabbi.
Enjoy
Thank
your
you.
kids. Enjoy your kids. Enjoy
Have a good night.
them.
Thank you so
Oh,
much.
yeah.
Thank you
Enjoy
so
them.
much.
They're good
Thank you
kids.
so much.
Bella
Oh.
Tov.
Hashem
Enjoy-
send them
Thank
to you. Hashem send them to you. Each one is a gem. Each one of them.
Enjoy having kids at home.
Hashem.
Yeah, yeah.
Grandparents.
Yes.
Tell them
Yes.
how it feels, right?
Yes.
Kids are all a
Our
blessing.
house is empty now without kids.
כבוד הרב, you are
Thank
gem
you
for
so
our
much.
neshama.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank
Rabbi.
you, Rabotai. Good
Thank you so
night.
much,
Good
Ola.
night.
Thank you.
Night. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Rav. Good night,
See you
everybody.
tomorrow on the Zoom at 12:30 in the session.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Night. Good night.